Alrighty guys, so in this video I'm going to be going over the if and if-else statements in Java. So once again we start off in BlueJ and we are going to create a new project, and let's just call this if statements and create that. We'll get our new project board set up here, new class, let's call it the same thing. And we're all set. Now we have our class built. We can go into it, select all, and start fresh. So as always, public class, and we called our class if and statements. And we need some curly braces and if statements class. Oops, need a space there. Right, and then public static void main. Then we have our string args and some more curly braces and main method. Alright, and so now all we're going to do is we're going to look at some different things with an if statement. So first off, I want to start by declaring an integer. To do this, we just type int, and let's call it cash on hand. We'll talk about money. Everyone likes money, and let's say I have $100. So we're just going to set it to $100. The way an if statement works is you have the word if, and then you have some type of condition inside these parentheses here. So for example, I would call my variable cash on hand, and I want to test if that is equal to 100, then it will run whatever is in your curly braces. So for example, if the cash is $100, and if you notice here, pay special attention, that's a double equal sign. When we're testing and using Boolean operators, you have the double equals to test that. So, and we'll take a closer look at those in just a minute. So inside, let's just do a simple system.out.println, and let's say, yay, I'm rich. $100, we're rich, yay. Let's compile it. Let's make sure everything's good. No syntax errors. That's what we like to see. And just run this, and yay, I'm rich because it was equal to 100. And then if we go back in and I change this, let's say instead of 100, let's say 110. What's going to happen is it's not going to run this. So I can compile it. It's going to go. And what will happen is the code will start reading. It's going to initialize this variable at 100. It's going to say if that's not true, so it's going to skip this entire statement and just finish running. So let's try this and see what happens. So if you notice, nothing opened because there was nothing for it to print out. So what we can do in this case is we can add what's called an else statement. So this is called an if-else, okay? And what this does is if this is not true, notice there's no conditions here with the else, then it's going to run whatever is in there. So let's print out you are short a few bucks. Okay. So let's compile this. So what's going to happen is the program's going to run. It's going to come to this if, say that's not true. So it'll look for an else, and there it'll be, and that's what it's going to print out. So we run that. That yay, I'm rich is from last time. Let's clear that out so we can see this without that. So once again, run it. You're short a few bucks. Okay. Now if we change that back to 100, it's going to run exactly the same way it did last time. Okay. And it'll say yay, I'm rich because that if statement's true. So there's some other stuff we can do. We can add additional items into here. We can have it reassign values. And in here, there's different conditions we can check. So let's take a look at those. And these are all called Boolean operators, if I could spell. And there's a few of them. So the first one is you have the one we just used, which is double equals, and this stands for is equal to. Okay, the next one is the greater than symbol, and that's just is greater than. I'm guessing you can catch the trend here. Is the less than, which is less than. And then you have the greater than or equal to, so it's a greater than and an equal sign. And this is greater than or equal to. Then you have the less than or equal to, and it is less than or equal to. And the final one is a little bit tricky, so it's an exclamation point and an equal sign. And what that stands for is not equal to. So you say if it's not equal to this amount, then run the code. Okay, and those are all of our Boolean operators, and we'll look at some more of this a little bit later on. That's the introduction, though, to if and if-else statements. Alrighty, guys, see you next time.